Right then, it's a quick walk around video for an absolutely beautiful looking Lexus. This is the IS300 hybrid and it's the F Sport model. Finished in white, which always looks beautiful on this car. The car also has a full black leather interior, with obviously an optional extra on the car. It covers just 52,000 miles in very, very nice condition, I have to say. Front of the car, nice and clear, lights and lenses are clear and intact there. Come around the offside, near side rather, I always get it wrong, near side of the car, lovely and smooth in the panel work, can't see any obvious indentations there at all. I don't normally do my videos here, but unfortunately where we are, there's some work at the moment, so I've got to do it where I can. Very nice car. Obviously a few light little entry marks getting down and out of the boot. I'm talking minor stuff, you know, it is a 8-year-old car, but it's done it very nicely. Offside, driver's side again, very, very clean. A couple of little touch-ins on the door edge, but again, as it opens and shuts, but nothing to write home about. The remainder of the car, generally very nice. I mean, sadly the price point we're offering this at the moment, that's a very keenly priced car. Come to the boot area, really good sized boot, beautifully finished and kept in fantastic condition. Let's come into the back now. You can see here, full black leather interior. It's been kept very, very well indeed. Let's come to the front now on the passenger side. Again, very clean and tidy. There is, by the way, a full set of Lexus mats for the car, which I, in my haste, forgot to put in the vehicle, but they're all in very nice condition. They do come with the car. Finally, go to the driver's door card. Again, all very nice. There's footwell areas, driver's seat itself. Hardly shows anywhere at all. So inside the car now. Engine's running as always. The dash can be seen illuminated. Stunning interior it is. Sat nav, you can see, working exactly as it should there. Pop the car into reverse, you can see the rear parking camera again working exactly as intended. Heated and cooled seats on the leather seats here, and just in lovely condition. Just to quickly show you there, instrument binnacle, 51,867 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video. And this is for a Lexus IS300 hybrid, and it's the F Sport model. Car's registered GY15JXC, and mileage at the start of the video is just 51,867. But the reason we do all of our videos, and as I always say, especially this road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because, unfortunately, like lots of people, we've been to see cars which have looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, but only to get there and find out there's an obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car. The test route we do now is actually part of the test drive route we take our customers on, and the hope is then it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be up for the test drive in the car. So coming to the car, it fabulously looked after this vehicle, and it feels it as soon as you start driving along. It drives absolutely beautifully. Push button start, starts the engine, hybrid system. No warning lights on the dashboard at all relating to the engine or any other part of the car. And temperature gauge running just under a half, which is exactly what it's meant to be on a Lexus car. The hybrid system and the engines are sensational. It is so smooth, so refined, so seamless in the way it operates. Absolutely amazing. But what's beautiful about it, of course, is you just run and drive the car as you would any normal petrol vehicle. Pardon me, crikey, I can feel that coming. So yeah, it's basically all you're going to do, because battery charges up as you drive along. So as you hit the brake pedal, it regenerates. It's only, compared to a full electric car, it's a relatively small battery, so it
takes minutes to sort of charge itself up. Never goes flat. It does, it doesn't. That's not how they operate. But it's genius, absolute genius in the way it operates, because the interaction between the engine, the gearbox, the hybrid system, as I said, is it's borderline witchcraft. Incredibly clever, brilliantly tough and reliable, more so than any other car in its class, just even standard cars, and much nicer to use than sort of a turbo diesel, which would feel gruff and coarse by comparison. The performance is strong, very strong in the car. You've got 3 engine modes you can operate it in. You can twist this little button to the left and go to eco mode, which is softer. Push the button down in normal mode, sort of halfway house between the two, then twist it to the right in sport mode, and it is discernibly quicker, keener to pick up and go, and it allows it to rev sort of harder between as it sort of goes up rather. What's always blown me away is little things like that. We come to a stop, go to pick up again. There's no kind of jolts. Nothing jars at all, because obviously it runs through a CVT gearbox, which is brilliant. And dismiss 90% of what you hear about it. It is in day-to-day use extraordinary, because you don't get any gear change as such. As you drive along, it's just this beautifully linear, smooth power delivery. Those that don't understand them think that everybody drives like an utter hooligan at all times, whereas most people don't at all. Rarely shove their foot down hard, because what they say is you get the kind of what they call almost like a rev flare, where the revs rev up and the car kind of catches up. So to exaggerate it now, let's get around the corner. If I was to accelerate normally, pick up speed, engine revs are picking up. I pick up speed, absolutely fine, incredibly smooth. If I shove my foot down hard, engine revs pick up. It's not coarse, it's not unrefined in any way, and it's momentary. That's how it's meant to work, because in 99% of your driving, you will not drive a smoother car in the way it operates and works with the engine. It's simply genius. And as I said, unfortunately, some people that get their hands on them for road test videos don't understand it at all. Gearbox, by the way, again, it works absolutely perfectly. Like the engines and the hybrid system, they are incredibly well engineered and designed to last huge mileages. So coming to the steering and chassis, my favourite part of the car in lots of ways. It's got such a keen feel to the car. Well, I love the steering, because obviously it's rear-wheel drive. It's unpolluted by drive shafts, so it's very, very direct, accurate, very faithful, but feels very confident on the road. It lane changes, B roads, A roads. It just sweeps in an unflustered way, but it is keen. It's really nicely done, but it still allows for a very well judged ride for what is a sporty car. It's firm but damped very, very well indeed. I've had a few of these, and I have to say, especially for if you're doing lots of motorway and dual carriageway work, they are brilliant. They're very quiet when you're at cruising speed. They pick up and go, but they just feel very, very solid on the road. It's a really lovely experience. Incidentally, track's absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations at this speed or any speed up the legal limit, and suspension wise there's absolutely no rattles, clunks, anything from underneath the vehicles, all in fine order. And then you come inside, it's wonderful interior, beautifully put together as you'd expect of any Lexus car, but it dares to be a bit different, and I love that. But not just for difference sake. It's sometimes manufacturers do that, and you end up scratching your head as to where to find a button, or squinting your eyes because you can't pick up the information you want to. This is all done for good reason, but it just looks fabulous, and all working perfectly, of course. Sat nav mounted nice and high, very simple and easy to use. You've got a little mouse pad here, which when I first used them in a RX 450 years ago, I was like, ooh, I don't like it. Now I do, because I've got used to it. I can see why they've done certain things, and it actually becomes second nature very, very quickly indeed. dual zone climate control systems, separate from the main screen if you so wish as well. Here, these lovely little sliders, run your finger up and down them. It's got a lovely sort of tactile feel. Air conditioning pumps out ice cold air. We checked that in a nice warm workshop earlier on. All the switch gears you'd expect of any Japanese car, beautifully damped, high quality. Heated, vented seats, again, all working exactly as they should. It's just a lovely, lovely place to sit because you've got this perfect driving position, multitude of adjustments, really good supportive front seats, but they're also very comfortable indeed, especially over long trips. And then you've got this fantastic dash and display in front of me here, which you can configure, you can change it in different ways. I'm currently in sport mode. If I go back into normal, it comes up with a different display, but you said you can go into the settings on the car, you can change that all as well, so you can have a play around with it. But it's beautifully done, detailed, minimalist as I said, but in a really good way. Then you've got this fantastic leather bound steering wheel which feels fantastic in hand, and like the rest of the interior, in lovely order. I can't fault it, cannot fault the drive of the car at all. Drives absolutely beautifully.